Welcome back, everybody. March marks Endometriosis Awareness Month. It's a crucial time to shed light on this often misunderstood and debilitating condition that actually affects 1 in 10 women of reproductive age. It is widely underdiagnosed and undertreated. Shedding light on this very important issue, we have a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Hi, thank you for having me. My name is Dr. Faith Ahuba.
And Doctor, I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us, because when I read those statistics, 1 in 10 women, but first, a lot of people are like, what is endometriosis?
Right, I think that's a great question. So the statistics just shed light on how common this is, right? Endometriosis is a painful condition affecting the uterus and, in general, the pelvic organ, where the cells of the lining in the uterus backtrack into the rest of the pelvis.
Oh.
Right, so when you have your periods, it's a lot of pain. You can have cysts, you can have scar tissue. The list goes on and on, actually.
I know I've had family members that have been affected by this, and they had to go under procedures, too, to almost get rid of it. Scrape it, they say, in a way. So why is this so underdiagnosed?
That's a great question. The delay in diagnosis can sometimes be up to 6 to even 10 years or more.
What?
Because of the myths, right?
Oh, my goodness.
People don't realize that having a painful cycle isn't always normal. Having a heavy cycle isn't always normal. So you can sometimes be unheard or brushed off. So those are some of the things that delay diagnosis, accepting that it's normal to have these irregular, painful cycles.
Okay, that's good to know, because I think a lot of women, we just suffer in silence.
That part.
Exactly, and we don't tend to things. And I think, too, I've had conversations, I was actually having a conversation today, we're scared.
Right.
So what are some of the signs that we need to go see a doctor about this?
Right, I think when you're having pain, especially during your period, that's a red flag. Pain during intercourse, that's another red flag for sure. You also have to think about your family history.
Right.
Right? Because sometimes it does run in families.
Okay.
So those are some of the things to be very mindful of. What
about infertility? How does this affect that?
All right. So many women, up to 50% of women with infertility also probably have endometriosis. Wow. So what happens is the inflammation from endometriosis can cause scarring and blockage of the tubes. Okay. And not just that, the endometriosis and the inflammation with it makes it a very hostile environment for eggs and for implantation to occur and things of that nature.
We just go through so much as women.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot, but the fact is that we have advocates like yourself. How young are you seeing patients with this?
I see patients as early as 15 years old.
Really?
With this, yeah.
So what can we do? What can we do to make sure that we ourselves aren't suffering in silence and others aren't as well?
Advocate for yourself. You know, understanding that choosing a provider that you align with their values as well, choosing a provider that you feel hears you, and educating yourself and asking questions, right, about whether or not you need an ultrasound, asking questions about, you know, how this may affect my fertility. So literally presenting your provider with a list of questions could be step 1. Advocacy, advocacy, advocacy.
Okay, and I love the fact that you said about like the connection with your doctor, because especially a doctor like this is a very personal issue and a private matter too. What advances in technology are you all experiencing?
I love that question. So we have robotic surgery that can help.
What? Really?
I know, right? We can use robotic.
This is way different than when my family member had this. Robotic?
Yes, we can use robotic surgery to help with the scarring that happens during endometriosis and the scraping and removal of those endometrial implants. And then there are newer drugs on the market specifically for women with endometriosis. The name of the drug is called Orilissa. So that is something you can bring up with your provider to have a conversation about. So sometimes Motrin is not just it, right? So asking about some of these newer technologies and medications.
And to all of the women watching, this isn't the end of the world. You still can have a baby. Yes. You still can have a successful life. So what message would you have to them?
I would say your journey will just be different. There's more than one way to get to a destination. And that's actually what I tell my patients. I'm a woman of faith. I'm a woman that speaks life into my patients. And I definitely do believe that you have to have a positive mindset and speak positive words over your body and your health.
Doctor, I love that. If I didn't already have a doctor, I mean, I already had my daughter, I would totally have you as my doctor, because where do you practice if people want to reach out to you?
Thank you. I am at Memorial Hermann, and that's where I practice as one of the medical directors there.
Well, That's where I delivered my daughter.
Wonderful.
Can't speak highly enough. This is not paid, but I cannot speak highly enough about Memorial Hermann.
Yeah.
Thank you for being an advocate for all of the women out there. What do you love most about your job?
I love speaking life into women. I love empowering women. I love educating women. I feel like women are the backbones. No disrespect to men.
Well, they wouldn't be here without us, just saying.
Are one of the great backbones of society, and so I love encouraging women.
Well, Doctor, I would love to have you back on the show. I really
Thank
enjoyed your
you.
company.
Likewise.
And a lot of women, they're going to be at ease because of this. So thank you. Endometriosis Awareness Month.